Last night we had a family Christmas gathering. We invited everybody and they all showed up. What happened was amazing. We had vaccinated, unvaccinated, gay, straight, conservative, liberal, left coast, right coast, blue-eyed, brown-eyed, even dogs and a cat. And what happened was amazing. Vaccinated talked to the unvaccinated about vaccines. We had liberals and conservatives, gays and straights, vax and unvax, all holding hands with heads bowed for a blessing on the food. After the blessing, we all touched the same utensils, dishes, and even food, shared it with each other. It was quite astonishing. I watched 3 generations of women gather in the kitchen, enjoy each other completely, and make gingerbread cookies with the granddaughters. While my son and I sat in the living room discussing our differences of opinion on cryptocurrency. There was no yelling, no screaming, no accusations, no throwing anything, slamming doors, running out, making threats, and the dogs didn't even bark. It was a wonderful evening. At one point, my daughter, who's worked with the sheriff's department, was on the phone with my son, who's in prison, both wishing each other a Merry Christmas. Everybody was having a great time and enjoying the evening, except for one, the cat. As soon as she heard family coming, she ran in the back into my office and hid in the shadows. About an hour after the fun began, I heard her meowing, and I could tell from the meow that she wanted to join the fun, but was afraid. So I went back there and picked her up and carefully walked her into the dining room where everybody was conversing. And she saw the family. She saw everybody who has been scratching her head and behind the ears and petting her for years. She looked down at the dogs. The dogs looked up. They didn't even bark. They weren't aggressive. But I could still feel that she was tense. So I went to the back door and let her out. And as soon as she was outside, she turned and hissed at everybody and ran off in the darkness and cold by herself, alone. See, there was no threat, there was no danger, there was simply love, companionship, enjoyment. But the fear that she had created in her own mind of the possibility of endangerment to herself kept her from enjoying the family. After playing some games, watching Christmas movies, having enjoyable conversations, it was time to take the young ones home to go to bed. And hugs and kisses were freely exchanged between vaccinated, non-vaccinated, gay and straight, conservatives and liberals, and even the dogs. It was a night to be remembered. And we're just crazy enough or sane enough to do it all over again Christmas Day. They're all coming back, and we're all coming here and opening Christmas presents and sharing each other's company. Today, as I look back and ponder last night and the evening that we had together, I understood that we didn't have gays and straights and liberals and conservatives and blah, blah, blah over for the evening. We had family. We're all different. We're all seeking for happiness. We all do it in our own way. But one thing we do have in common is that we're all children of God. And it's my prayer that every day we can look at each other, forget the labels that we put on ourselves, and see each other as family and children of God. This is LDS Prepper reminding you, if ye are prepared, ye shall not fear. And wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.